Stop recording.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody's doing well today on this Friday afternoon. So I have my good friend Nikki here once again, and in this video, we're going to talk about being ignored in a relationship. We touched on it a little bit yesterday in my relationships video part 2. And so anyway, how you doing today?
I am doing well, thank you.
I'm so glad to hear that. So yesterday we talked about how your ex-boyfriend ignored you.
I'm sorry?
Yesterday we talked a little bit about your ex-boyfriend ignored you for what, it was a few weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
It
started out as a few days, up to a week at a time, and yeah.
So what I would say, would you have any advice for for the viewers about if they're in a situation where, for whatever reason, their significant other is giving them the cold shoulder? Well, and I'm not talking about if two people got in a fight. I'm talking about if there's just no reason, if you're in a situation where,
I know what you're saying.
yeah, there's no reason for it. What would be your opinion? What do you think they should do? I mean, I don't have an answer, so there's no real right or wrong answer here. I'm just wondering. What do you think?
I would say try to get a hold of them.
And if you can't? What if it's 4 days where they're really hurting and emotionally, right? And they can't get a hold of their significant other for 4 days, right? So let's just use that as an example. What, or even up to a week, you hear.
Then maybe it's time to just send them a text, whatever, and just tell them this is getting too painful. I need to move on for me.
Right. And I want to just say here, you guys, moving on is not easy, especially when you love someone so much, even if it's long distance. And even if you've never met, if you spend time with somebody all the time, and then all of a sudden they're not there, it gets really lonely, and it can be extremely hard. Of course, there are things you can do to cope, but it's really not easy. And breaking it off.
You need to look out for yourself as well.
That too. But I also want to say that breaking it off is not easy. With someone, especially someone you love, even if you've been dating them for a week or, like a few months or whatever, it's hard, and you don't want to do it. But
and see, I understand that, but you need to look on.
Yep.
Because after a while, you start doubting yourself for it.
Not only that, but you start doubting. You start having doubts about the relationship. For example, is this really what I want?
And your relationship, and
you can have doubts. Like, is this really what I want?
other negative thoughts.
Yeah, is this really what I want? Is this, you can.
So it's just better say, hey, either get a hold of me or we're done. I'd say after a few days, be like, hey, you need to get a hold of me ASAP or we're done.
And not only that, but if this is the second time that you've been put in this kind of position, it's really not fair. It's for your significant other to just
No.
bail. It's not right.
No.
That's the only word that's the only thing I can say about it. It's not right.
No, it's not.
You know, maybe they've been hurt in their lives, but it gives them no right to hurt you. What you deserve in a relationship, folks, what you deserve in a relationship is communication, consistency, love, and what else?
Compassion.
Compassion, honesty. You don't deserve somebody who is going to flip-flop.
Respect.
Yeah, respect. You don't deserve someone who's going to flip-flop, flippity-flop, go back and forth about things all the time. What else do people do?
Right.
You don't need someone who's going to be wishy-washy, question things. I don't know. You don't deserve that. You really deserve someone who wants to be with you.
No.
You want to.
Exactly.
What I'm trying to say here is, guys, you want to be with somebody who wants to be with you. You know.
And someone who cares about you.
Yeah, someone who cares about you. Yeah.
Enough to try and to communicate.
Yeah. So.
Because let me tell you, in personal experience, if they do it a lot, if you really take a toll on your mental illness.
If you have it.
Like, I remember I was starting to think thoughts like
Dark thoughts? Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a tough thing, you guys, when you're around somebody all the time and then they just disappear. It's just simply not, it's not right to the other person. It hurts. Emotionally, it hurts. So I want
it does hurt a lot.
I want to say this. I feel for anyone who might be going through this right now. And if you are, feel free to leave comments. If you are, feel free to leave comments down below. We're here for you. Well, I'm here for you. You know?
Yes.
You know, really, I mean, this is not right. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I mean, I can't think of any other word to describe it. Nobody should be left out to dry.
No.
That's not what a relationship is about. A relationship is about good communication.
Exactly.
And, you know, even if the person is juggling a lot and they have a lot going on in their life, well, you entered the relationship, so, you know, that's on you. Meaning, you know,
Right.
you might have a lot to juggle, but you're the one who entered the relationship. So now, you gotta not pay your way. What am I trying to say? You gotta fight the fight. And when things get tough, like I mentioned yesterday, when things get tough, you don't bail. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. I personally have been in 6 relationships, and none of the women I've dated have done that. So nobody does that. So, you know.
I've also been in 6 relationships. And I've only had the one guy do that.
And it doesn't feel good, does it?
No.
So, if you're in a position...
And I will never put up with that again. Ever.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I don't blame you. It really hurts. So, let me see here.
Message. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Button. Messages. Reply to baby boom. Sorry, I can't talk right now. 11:30 a.m.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. That was my boyfriend calling, and I just I'm not sick right now because I'm doing this video.
Yeah. So you guys, it's really important to of course it's important to take care of another person in a relationship, but it's also important to take care of yourself as well.
Yes. And now, when I'm done with this video, I will call him back.
Yeah. So
And see,
yeah, so
there's communication there.
yeah, there's communication. She's not bailing on him and not going to talk to him for a week. She's going to call him back.
Right.
So, if you're in this position where your significant other is giving you the cold shoulder for no reason, honestly, I would say, and if this is not the first time it's happened, let's just say if it's the second time, honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't say to break up,
Honestly,
but
it's not a healthy relationship.
no, it's not a healthy. It's not a healthy.
No.
Yeah, it's not a healthy relationship. But I wouldn't necessarily say, well, break it off, because breaking it off is really hard, and that's maybe not what you want to do. You know, let's just say if you break up with them and then you're deeply regretting it, and then let's just say if you break up with them and then they don't want to get back into the relationship, it's a hard thing, and moving on is a very hard thing. I've had to do it.
Here's what I would
6
say.
times.
If you want to break it off, then talk to them and say, here's how I feel.
You can also say, I cannot go through this again,
Yeah.
right? I cannot go through this again. I cannot not hear from you for a few days or a week. But if the person already knows that, and they can and they put you in this position where you can't get a hold of them at all for no reason, it's
Yes, I would say break it off.
but it's really ultimately up to you, though. You know, it's,
Yes.
you know, we're not here.
We can give advice, but we're not you, so we don't know what's right for you.
Yeah. If you feel it's right to break up, move on, try to move on. And I want to just say that breaking up is not easy. It's a process. I dated 5 years ago, back in 2014, you guys. I dated this girl for 6 months. Her mom and her grandparents broke us up because they were controlling. It took me over 2 years to get over her. So there's no set time where you say, okay, well, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna try to find someone else. Moving on is a
You get over someone in your own time.
yeah, and moving on is a process. It's
Yes, it is.
extremely difficult to move on from a relationship when you truly deeply love somebody.
Yes.
But sometimes it must be done.
Exactly.
Especially if your significant other is moving in a different direction than you are. For example, let's just say, I'm trying to think of a good let's just say if they don't want to get married and they don't want to have a career. And let's just say if you want to I'm just using this as an example because I couldn't think of any other example. So let's just use this as an example. What if you want to get married, and what if you want to have a good career? And let's just say if your significant other says, no, I don't want to get married. I don't want to have I don't want to have a whatever. Then, if you guys are moving in different directions, then I don't know. I'm not going to say there's no point in continuing, because if you really love someone, it's hard, but
11:34 here.
I don't know. it's a hard thing, you guys. It's a hard thing to be ignored, you know, and everything. And just what I would say is stay strong, right?
Right.
And
And only you can decide what's right for you.
yeah, only you can decide what's right for you, you know. But don't let your significant other toy with you. Don't let him or her, you know.
No. No. Absolutely not.
Don't let them ignore you or
Right.
make it about them all the time, because that's not healthy. There's got to be a balance.
Right.
There's got to be, guys, there's got to be a balance. There's got to be a balance, meaning you got to meet their needs and they got to meet.
Exactly.
You got to meet their needs and they have to meet your needs. And you both have to. It shouldn't be just about the other person's needs. It should be about your needs and the other person's needs. And remember, accommodating your significant other is important, but also make sure that they accommodate you as well.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
there you go. Anything else that you would say about, you know, if you're being ignored, or if you can't get a hold of your significant other for no reason, if they're not answering you for no reason? Anything else you wanna
I
say?
think I've said my piece.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys, just stay strong and you know, it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to be ignored. It doesn't make you feel good.
No.
It can make your self-worth go down. It can make, you know, all sorts of not crazy, but all sorts of things can happen. And you and you know, emotionally it's very hard. And I mean, if you don't feel like it's worth continuing the relationship, you know, like I said, not to repeat myself, but if this is the second time that your significant other has maybe bailed on you, meaning gone off the grid, not talking to you for no reason, then if you really feel in your heart that the relationship is just not working, break up with them.
Yeah.
But if you really love them, then that's your choice to stick it out.
Yep.
So that is that. I think we covered everything.
Yep.
And thanks again, my friend, for being in this video.
No problem.
And you guys, just a couple things here before I go. Just want to recommend a couple YouTube channels here. Please check out Nikki's channel. It's
NIKKIWUNDERLICH.
Yep, thank you for that. And also, please check out Depression to Expression. And that's a great YouTube channel for people who have mental illness. And Yellow Brick Cinema. That's a great YouTube channel for, well, you can listen to different music, like music for meditating, music for studying, and music and deep sleep music. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video and listening to this video. And remember to stay strong. It's all going to be okay. It is. Everything will work out in the end. Even if you have to terminate and break up, hopefully you'll find someone better who will, actually be there for you all the time and not ignore you. So there's someone out there for everyone. There is. And as people say, there's more fish in the sea. So it's not worth being miserable. It's not. It's not worth being miserable. If you're a good person anyway, it's not worth me being miserable. You deserve better. So, thanks again. And thank you guys for watching this video or listening to this video. I hope it helps someone or at least a lot of people. because this is an important topic, and I wanted to talk about it. All right, thanks again.
Camera chooser. Stop recording. Button.